Now we have come towards the physical practices, basic practices as I told you that we are going to do, and we have discussed about 5 major joint points. Now I am standing erect, completely straight. So just be aware that if you don't have a strength towards your body always work towards your strength and stretching. If you don't put your strength towards your body, then you are not able to do practice properly. Keep it in your mind. Say, now let's start with some example. I am making a fist. Generally, we all make a fist like this. We we close our four fingers and then make a thumb out, right? Generally, we make a fist like this. But in yogic practices, we take care about even some acupressure points also. Now, first let me explain you about this. This is your forearm region. When you are making this fist, when your thumb is out, observe the strength of your arm here. Observe the strength of your forearm, right? Keep observing and keep experiencing. I am not going to tell you something. Now, I am doing with my acupressure points. Why I am saying acupressure points? We inside our body we have lot of organs, and those organs have some functioning, proper functioning. Why we are facing disorders and diseases? Because of those blockages of such uh, vital forces in our bloodstreams and tissues, and it develops with some disorders and diseases, as we have already discussed, right? And now when we are talking about some disorders and these things, so functioning of your organs are always in your palms. Keep punching your palms like here, and in your sole of your feet. It always channelize, function your organs. That's why we say that keep walking bare feet on stones, on grasses, green grasses, not in artificial grasses. These days it is very easily available, but you have to be aware about it, because it helps to circulate properly functioning of your organs inside your body. That's why we perform towards the acupressures. Acupressures, that means you are giving pressures towards your organ. Now, in yoga, always remember we make a fist, thumb inside, and then we make a fist. And that's what I said when my thumb was out. Observe the stretch, observe the strength of your forearm. Keep observing. And when I made like yoga fist, I am reaching I am helping to reach my thumbs towards the little finger, towards the bottom of my little finger, and now I am closing and making a fist. This is called as a yoga fist, and now you observe the strength of your forearm. There will be a difference. You have to observe. Now, how to give acupressure towards your feet? When I'm standing here and I'm going to perform some yogic practices, so I have to be first is aware of my body, that how I am maintaining my position while standing also, and I have to be aware of my breath, whether I am breathing properly or not. Now, these days we all are suffering from one or other ailment, or if we are not even suffering, we are suffering from our breath shortness. So that's why I am teaching you in a form of a yoga therapy. Okay, so just be aware your feet must be parallel to each other with a gap of 5 to 10 inches as per your comfort position, as per your height, as per your body weight, right, where you can balance. Now with the erect position, I am holding my hands towards my thighs and I am standing erect. Make your shoulders out and look straight, and your chin should be up. How you can observe that your chin should be proper erect, that observe these fingers, place your these fingers and place this, and then place your chin and gaze at one point. This is the basic position while maintaining your acupressures. That means you are stabilizing your sole of your feet. Now no matter what, nobody can move your body. And now maintaining the strength of your body and chin up and shoulders moving out, and observe your chest region, expansion of your chest. This is the standing position. When you start performing towards yoga, this is the standing position. Your chest must be out so that you should get proper breath, proper channelized breath towards your respiratory region, right? So, Now, first now here I am focusing, as I said, please be aware about your feet. Feet should be parallel to each other. This is the position called as Tadasana. In standing position, you have to be aware in your body in the position of Tadasana. Now, I am focusing in a subtle form, I am experiencing my breath. Observe your epicenter of your body, as I said. Epicenter of your body is your navel region, where 72,000 of your nerves is interconnected in your body. Vyan Vayu is interconnected with your head to toe, that is your navel. In navel, now observe your breathing. When you breathe in, abdomen bulging out, expanding your chest, observing, checking the temperature and length of your breath. Generally we know I am breathing, everybody is breathing, but only the technique of your checking is always like this. Some people, and never ever, as I said many times, never ever compare your body with anyone. Everybody is God gifted. So observe your breathing, abdomen bulging out while inhalation, expanding of your chest. Observe the length and breath. Observe the length and temperature of your breath. Now, when we breathe in, do remember, when we breathe in, we take a beautiful cold air is moving inside from the nature. Universe is providing a beautiful oxygen to us. So cold air is moving inside. Observe the temperature. Observe the sensational movement of your breath in the triangular part of your nose, moving inside, eradicating all our negativities and positivities, only focusing towards the blood streams and tissues of our body, and then eliminating through our, again observe the sensational movement through the nose, and then exhale, warm air is coming out. Observe the length, and then you are observing the temperature and length of your nose, and then chest moving inside, abdomen moving inside. This is the process, right technique of your breathing. As I said, breath is the primary medium to teach you that what is um, right and wrong. Even breath is the medium to tell you about your diseases, your fever, your disorders. So keep observing your breathing. When you breathe in, abdomen bulging out, expanding your chest, observing the length and temperature of your breath. Cold air is moving inside from the nature, moving, and then eliminating, exhaling, warm air, observing the temperature, observing the length, and then chest moving inside, abdomen moving inside. In initial stage, maintain the inhalation and exhalation of your breath in with 1:1 ratio. That means same volume of your inhalation and same volume of your exhalation. Fine. And then second part is always, do remember this, never ever give stress towards while inhaling and exhaling. Take a deep breath, take a gradual breath, take a long breath. Fine. Now, when we are standing, we are focusing towards the movement of our breath. As I told you about the pattern, yogic pattern of our breath. Now I am starting with the first position in standing. This is the Tadasana. You may not able to see the position. Now interlock your fingers and stretch your arms. Stretch your arms, chin up little. Gaze at one point. Here, gazing at one point means you are concentrating towards one point. Now, gazing towards one point, you are coming. You are uplifting your heels and gazing and holding your position on your toes. Stretch. Gradually come back with awareness. With awareness, come back. Don't lose your body here. Just only observe the movement of your body up and down direction. Urdhva Hastotan. This is also called as Tadasana and Urdhva Hastotan. When we stretch up our body, we are circulating, we are balancing the circulation of our bloodstream and tissues of our body from head to toe. Right? Now, when we started with the practices, I told you about the 4 positions. So, this is the first warm up position of your of your complete entire body from head to toe. Now again, now we are going to start with the first joint area, first major joint area, hands by the side of your thighs, and keep observing, gazing at one point. Now we are going to start with the neck movements, and do also remember, people who are suffering from heart ailments, vertigo, back patients, cervical patients, migraine patients, please be aware and do some yoga practices under the supervision of yoga teacher only, because there are some precautions which we have to aware about. Now in general, we do neck movements like open your eyes, keep opening your eyes, never close your eyes while going back. Inhale and keep your neck movements back. Exhale, down, complete chin lock. Try to observe the position of your earth, and then inhale up. Repeat these practices at least 3 times, and exhale, down. Center. Now inhale, center, exhale, right, and see my movement. What we do, हम अपने chin lock, we do with the chin lock, and we do it like this. This is the wrong practice. First gaze at one point, keep your chin up, and exhale, right. Inhale, center, exhale, left. Repeat it 2 times at least. Inhale and come back. Fine. People who are not suffering from cervical or any other ailment, you can do rotation. If you are suffering, please do it under supervision. Then we'll start with the clockwise. This is your neck movement. Keep opening your eyes. Never ever close your eyes while practicing. And if you did clockwise, you have to do it anti-clock as well. Repeat it 3 times again. Now we are moving towards the second major joint, that means your shoulder joints. As I told you earlier how to make a yoga fist, catch hold your thumb towards the bottom of your little finger and make a tight fist, and then stand erect and uplift your shoulder first, up and down movement. Up, down, up, down. Normal breathing. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 1 to 10 times repeated. And then now the second movement of your shoulder movements. Rotation. 1. Keep observing your shoulder blades. 2 and 3. How many times you have done clockwise? Same wise. Repeated anti-clock. 1, 2 and 3. Right? Now we are coming towards the trunk region. Here I am going to do some twisting and side bending only. That means I have given you this for the pelvic girdle. Third movement is your pelvic girdle, where we are doing twisting and trunk movements like forward and backward. Fine. Here we are maintaining. We are going towards the side bending. So parallel only, maintain your feet parallelly. Keep observing, hands by the side of your thighs. And here first I am starting with the twisting. Do remember, this is your third movement of your joint, major joint. Bring your hands forward, completely parallel. Now I am inhaling in the center, and during exhalation I am moving towards the right side. And observe the position of my arm. My left arm is little apart from my chest, and right arm, because I am moving towards the right side, so I am twisting towards the right side, and I am observing gazing towards my right thumb, and normal breathing. And then inhale center, exhale left. Repeated other side also, and normal breathing. See, my hand position is apart towards my chest. And do remember, when we are performing towards the positions, that means towards the asana, this is called a Kati chakra. That means a twisting. Kati means your waist. Waist is twisting. And whenever we are performing, we are getting aware that in this position we have to inhale, and while coming back we have to exhale, and while coming back in some position we have to inhale. it depends and it differs, it varies. But do remember, when you are holding your position, we have never ever said that you have to hold your breath. You are only, with the awareness of breath, you are moving towards the direction. And then if you are holding the position, if you are holding the direction, that means you are holding only the position, not the breath. You are only focusing breath while moving. Fine? Do remember that. This is the trunk movement in twisting form, which I said 5 qualities, 5 performances. Sideways. Now it comes with the sideways. Twisting we have completed with the Kati Chakrasana. Now we are going towards the Konasana. Konasana has lot of series: Trikonasana, Parivrit Trikonasana, Parshvavrit Trikonasana. But I am going to teach you a simple method that everybody can do. Even you can teach to your family members, some elderly people at home also. So this is the Konasana. But do observe one more thing, that I have divided my body in A or B part. That means A means the upper body, B means the lower body. So when I have started with the twisting, I have not moved my pelvic girdle. I was stable with my pelvic girdle, and then I was moving my upper abdomen only. My knee was straight. So do be aware about your positions. Now we are going towards the side bending. Hands by the side of your thighs, little apart from your thighs. Now we start with the right hand. Stable your right hand. Turn your palm. Bring your palm. Bring your bicep towards your right ear, and now with exhalation, bend down, left side, keep gazing at one point. How much long you can hold as per your body capacity, you can, and do not hold your breath. Breath should be normal. Inhale, turn your palm down, exhale and down, and then repeat from the left side. Turn your palm, stretch up and exhale, bend down. Normal breathing, do not hold your breath. Come back with inhalation and then exhale down. As we are even focusing towards the 4 positions, 4 performances also, as we said. Fine. Now come back again with a gap of 5 to 10 inches. Now we are moving towards the 4th major joint. 4th major joint area, that means your kneecaps. Little feet apart. 10 to 15 inches of your gap. Here we are going in a sitting position to strengthen. As I told you that yogic practices is always result in stretching and strengthening. Catch hold your hands. Inhale, raise your arms up and exhale. Bend your knee and come in a sitting position. Keep gazing at one point. Hold your position, do not hold your breath. Now, breathe in and gently come back. This is a very good practice for your knee joints to make your knee joints healthy. Fine. Now we are coming towards the end. That means your ankle joints, calcaneus points. Again with a gap, parallel feet with a gap of 5 to 10 inches, hands by the side of your thighs. And now here what we are going to do, first we are going to do a toe stretching up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. You have to do it at least 10 times. Then after stretching these toe stretch, now you have to hold your body on your one leg, catch hold, keep gazing front. First inhale and exhale, stretch. Inhale, stretch inside, exhale, stretch out. Inhale, exhale. Change your position. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, come back. Fine. Now what we are going to do, this is the 3rd practice for your calcaneus point, to strengthen your calcaneus, that means your ankle joints here. Now stretch your toe out. Generally what we do, we lose our body and we do rotation. No, stretch your body first, stretch your toe out, rotation 1, 2, 3, anti-clock 3, 2, 1, change. Stretch, rotation 1, 2, 3, anti-clock 3, 2, 1. relax. These are the 5 major joints which we have to focus towards this stretching and strengthening to make your life healthier. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience.